The morning of the wedding arrived like a held breath. Adam Reyes stood at the back of the small seaside chapel, smoothing the front of his suit with hands that would not quite stop shaking. The place smelled of salt and old wood. Sunlight slipped through narrow windows and painted pale stripes across the floor. At the front, guests whispered and smiled, waiting for the music to begin. Somewhere outside, gulls cried as if they understood the importance of the moment and wanted to be part of it. Adam had never planned on marrying again. Not after losing Mara 5 years earlier. Not after learning how grief could sit quietly inside a person and still weigh more than anything else. But life had a way of moving forward whether you were ready or not. Sophia had come into his life gently, without force, and little by little she had made room for hope again. Now Adam stood here, about to promise a future he once believed was over. His 8-year-old son Leo sat in the first row, feet swinging above the floor, gripping the ring box with serious focus. Leo had practiced his walk down the aisle every evening, treating the role like a sacred duty. Adam looked at him and felt that familiar tightening in his chest. Every big moment carried responsibility. Every choice felt like it mattered twice as much now. The music began. Guests rose. Adam took a step forward. A hand touched his arm. Adam Reyes, a woman's voice said softly, "I need to speak with you. Right now." He turned, startled. She stood close, dressed in charcoal gray, tall and composed. Her hair was pulled back neatly, her eyes calm but intense. She was not a guest. She did not belong here. "I am about to get married," Adam whispered, glancing toward the aisle. "I know," she said. "Please." 5 seconds. Before he could react, she guided him a few steps outside the chapel doors. Murmurs rippled through the guests behind them. The music stumbled, then stopped. "What is this?" Adam asked, his heart pounding. "My name is Eleanor Vale," the woman said. The name struck him hard. Eleanor Vale. The billionaire whose foundation rebuilt schools and hospitals. A woman whose wealth was so vast it felt unreal. "Why are you pulling me away from my wedding?" Adam demanded. Eleanor studied him carefully. "Because years ago, you pulled me away from something far worse." Confusion washed over him. "You were 23, she continued. "You worked nights at a gas station off Route 9. One stormy night, you noticed a car running inside a closed garage." The memory rushed back. Rain hammering the pavement. The smell of fumes. The woman slumped behind the wheel. "You forced the door open," Eleanor said. "You dragged me out. You called for help. You stayed with me until the ambulance arrived. You kept talking even when I begged you not to." Adam swallowed. "That was you?" She nodded. "I never thanked you. I was too ashamed. Too broken. But I lived. I rebuilt myself. Slowly. And I never forgot that a stranger chose to stop." The chapel doors opened behind them. Sophia stood frozen, worry etched across her face. Leo leaned forward in his seat, eyes wide. "I found you last year," Eleanor said quietly. "I read about your wife. About how you raised your son alone. About the man you became. I wanted to give something back, but not in a way that would change who you are." She handed Adam an envelope. "This is for Leo. A letter he can open when he turns 18. There is also a trust in his name. No strings. No expectations." Adam shook his head, emotion flooding his chest. "I did not save you for this." "I know," Eleanor replied. "That is exactly why you deserve it." She stepped toward the chapel and raised her voice gently. "I apologize for the interruption. I was simply returning something the groom gave me years ago." Then she walked away, leaving Adam standing in the sunlight, hands trembling, heart full. 5 seconds later, Sophia reached him. "Are you okay?" she asked, touching his face. He nodded, pulling her close. "I will explain everything. Just not yet." They returned inside. The music resumed. Leo walked down the aisle proudly, unaware of how the future had quietly shifted around him. As Adam spoke his vows, he felt something open inside him. Not the loss of pain, but the understanding that kindness never truly disappeared. It waited. It traveled. It came back. Later, standing beside Sophia with the ocean stretching endlessly before them, Adam watched Leo laugh with the guests. He thought of a rainy night, a closed garage door, and a choice that had taken only seconds. Some moments felt small when they happened. And sometimes, 5 seconds changed everything.